Hey Jenny. I can't really see how my sound is, unfortunately, so things might be quiet. It's usually the way with me, I suppose. I'll just get on with it. Oh, that's good, thanks. Oh, great. Glad to hear it. That should be hold. Yeah. Let's call ourselves Omaye again, I suppose. Or I felt like I came up with a good name to use. I'll just do Omaye. So I've got this kind of weird, I don't know what to call it really. It's kind of like a speedrunny sort of route that I've come up with on my own. So the first, basically we're going to try and get like just as much done as possible in the first cycle. Not the first cycle, sorry, the you know, the first cycle after turning human. In fact, I probably should have started from that point in the game. Never mind. I guess we'll go through all of this as well. But yeah, the main cycle is going to be just crammed with getting everything, and then I'll do one follow-up cycle to get like the bombers, the blast mask, and the other one, all night mask, and then I'll just clear it, and I'll get stuff on the way, hopefully bottles and things. But yeah, it goes like all out of order, and there's bomb hovering and stuff like that. But couldn't really call it a speed run. It's my own speed run, basically. It's basically all masks in one cycle, but there are obviously there are two masks that you can't get. You can't get the blast mask. You know, the blast. If you get the blast mask, you can't get the couples mask. You can't get the Keaton mask and stuff. So it's, you know, as efficient as it can be, basically. Hey Lizard, how's it going? I've got a little bit of a, I don't know, a little bit of like a, not a good setup basically. I don't have like headphones or anything. Hey business. I'll call you business. How's that going for you? Thanks, Cuchito. That looks kind of like a Japanese name, but it's not one I've seen before. Thanks very much. Enjoy work. Wind Waker. What is that? My videos, is it? I know. There's always problems with my audio. Always. I don't really have the right mic for it, but it's kind of cheap and I don't know. It's kind of good enough, I suppose. Mawile, is that a Pokemon? I've been watching lots of J Rose recently, actually, because it's just good content to kind of have on and then fall asleep to, I suppose. What a dream situation he's got, you know. Like do weird Pokemon runs. He just sort of churns them out. And then they've always got like a couple of 100,000 views. It's great. I feel like my content, that content anyway, the one where I go through all the Japanese, it must get really repetitive because I'm always just kind of saying the same grammatical things over and over again. Especially if you're watching it over multiple games, because I kind of assume, you know, that no one has, I don't know, it's best to assume that it's the first time people are seeing certain grammar depending on which game they're watching. So if you watch multiple games, you just get me saying the same, teaching the same things over and over again. Sanpei Shirato's Sasuke. Huh. Do you know much about them then? Did they have a ninja character called Garo? Because obviously that's what I said. Well, that's what that's what a Wikipedia page said. Garo, the magazine, was named after. It was named after one of Sanpei Shirato's ninja characters. Serial Warfare, that's a good name. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm really annoyed that I wasn't able to monetize it, actually. I'm still going around in circles trying to get my channel re-monetized. And thanks, Funked. Nice to have you here. Yeah, well, I think that was kind of the point of like his work being part of Garo, was because it's kind of, you know, not mainstream. I guess it, you know, is a bit. I might have made this up, but it might be a bit nationalist, or is that, maybe I'm making that up. Anyway, I feel like it just kind of is maybe just dealing with things that you know, you don't want kids media to deal with. Sort of the themes are a bit heavy, probably. Wonder if there's anything that I ended up not putting in my video that might be of interest. I'm really disappointed I didn't find anything for what Anju's etymology was. That would have been really nice to know if it had been something, you know, also coffee related or something like that. Actually, I didn't say that Cafe's name is actually kind of a... It's kind of the Chinese pronunciation of coffee. They say like, they say cafe, don't they? It's like two single tones, two first tones, sorry. Thanks, Pepsi Man. Just come in and stealthily become a member. Unfortunately, until I get my channel remonetized, I'm not gonna see any of that money. Thank you, man. Thank you. No mods, no. I'm just obviously the Japanese version. I'm using an... I don't know what controller this is. It's one of the Xbox controllers. I don't know. I haven't... It's not a 360 controller. It's one of the ones after that. But I didn't really keep up with Xbox after the 360. So could be an Xbox One controller. Or maybe it's a Series S controller or something. I don't know what it is. It's not ideal actually because there are no notches on it. So if I get to trying to do the Goron trial on the moon, it will be really difficult because it's really tough to go in a straight line. Hey Jelko, how's it going? Oh, you should have custom emotes now, Pepsi Man. What am I doing? Ooh. I don't know, Pepsi Man. I don't know. Maybe. Apparently this is Japanese Rev A or something. So I guess it's not the original release. I should probably suggest that if you want to contribute... Actually, no, it won't make a difference. No, never mind. Patreon is readily available to me. Let's say that. Whoops. I will receive anything you put on Patreon. Or my PayPal. But I haven't listed them, so it's going to be a bit difficult. Whoops. People are aware of this, right? People know she has a tiger on her back of her wheelchair, right? Obviously it's not a localization thing, so didn't go into anything. Actually, on that topic, I remember on my Ocarina video someone kind of criticised the name of the series, you know, Lost in Localization, because they said you know, some things were in development, lost in development, you know, they were just changed. It wasn't a localization thing. Oh, it's daytime, isn't it? I can still go to laundry pool. And my defense for some of the stuff that got in there that wasn't kind of changed during localization was the fact that you kind of need to know Japanese to, you know, comprehend some things that were changed during development. Like Bongo Bongo being listed as Shade Stalker in one of the commit logs. Like, you have to be able to read katakana for that, so it kind of works, you know. If you don't know the language of one region, you wouldn't have known that. Although it was listed on the cutting room floor, it had been translated already. But some things, you know, you have to know the language to have understood the interviews, to learn what was cut from the game and stuff like that. So that's my defense sometimes. I don't know about the tiger. I don't think there's a story. I think... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just needed, you know, a texture to put on the back. And someone just went, rather than make one, we'll just use a tiger face. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, Scarwo. That makes sense. Yeah, she's got a tiny tiger. Yeah, so she's got like a link to tigers, hasn't she? Yeah, it's like a callback. That makes sense. That'd be good. I wonder if she'd, yeah, I wonder if she'd do well against the Gorons. Hey, Zelda Ruler. Yeah, thanks. I've been working kind of on this route for a while. But I've done several playthroughs because I don't want to mess it up. I've got my Google Doc open with kind of a rough outline of the route. And I don't know. It's very rare that I get a chance to stream now. And, you know, nothing's happening today. Well, nothing happens any days, to be honest. Yeah. I had the opportunity and I thought I'd just, why not, sort of thing. I'd just be sitting down trying to get my chess elo up to 1700 otherwise. And I already lost. I already lost a game. I lost my first game of the day. So I was just like, I don't want to sit and play chess all day. I'm not in Japan. No, I very suddenly kind of ran away, basically. I can get him off, can't I? I thought I could scare him down. I mean, I have scared him down, actually. I don't know why I'm saying I think I can. He's too far over. Yeah, it was quite devastating, actually. I wasn't happy about it. But, yeah. Thanks. I'd say it's good to be here. I mean, it is good to be here, in a way. Some Zelda wiki admin bragging about not playing this game and how it doesn't make them any less of an authority, which says a lot about those fan wikis. Where's the last keys over here? Bragging about not playing it and doesn't make them any less of an authority. Okay. That sounds like some Reddit mod energy, really, doesn't it? Do I even need to do this? Could I just have, like... could I just have backflipped over the guard bomber? Like you can as Link? New stricter laws. Are they that strict? I didn't even look at the code, man. What was it? 2, 3, 1, 4, 5? No. 2, 3, 1, 5, 4. Yeah, what are the new laws about? I should kind of know, really. I was translating news about it for a while. Well, they said they were gonna crack down on people breaking bike laws. Like, it became illegal to ride a bike without a helmet in like April 2023. That didn't change anything. The cyclists, I don't know, the cyclists here are quite bad as well, but in Japan I just see them. I saw like, there's always at least one thing wrong with what they're doing, you know? You see people riding on the wrong side of the road with, like, you know, earphones in, riding one-handed whilst looking at their phone, you know. It's ridiculous. The plagiarism thing. I got a response from the guy who made the video, did research for the video, and disappointingly I kind of responded quite positively to that. I should have called him out more, really. He claimed that in doing the research he was, like, you know, trawling through, like, you know, Reddit posts and wikis and stuff, trying to get information for the video, and he said, like, he can confirm that he has never heard of my channel. But it doesn't change the fact that you know, he's compiled all this information and hasn't credited anyone, you know. It doesn't matter that, even if what he said is true, he didn't credit a single person he got any information from. He should have at least said, I mean, if you don't know, you should at least say, you know, I don't know, some Redditors compiled this, you know, a little note in the corner or something, or... Well, we'll see. When the Majora's Mask video comes out, we'll see if they know where to say the information is from, because I didn't reference any of it this time, you know. I left it quite vague. No, I know. But, you know, if they can just kind of make videos and, you know, make money from that, then all they have to do is, you know, plagiarize other people, and what, you know, 100,000 of their subscribers will watch it, and they're basically just printing money, aren't they? It's just like taking other people's you know, I mean, I can only really talk about myself, but, you know, one person channels that, you know, I mean, I didn't make enough back to kind of justify the time I put into all four, well, I suppose all five of my videos. But, you know, I mean, you don't do it for that, I suppose, but the fact that I was choosing to use my free time to do lots of really boring reading with the occasional, you know, juicy tidbit, which was exciting, to be honest. When you did I pick up the Moon's Tear? I don't think I picked it up, did I? Oh, I did. Okay, good. I'm talking so much, I was just like, I think I left it out there. You need to be there for 10 years for residency instead of 5. Certain STEM jobs requiring N2. N2's pretty low. N2 makes sense, I think. Yeah, true. Like once AI can just kind of, you know, well, they can probably already do it, can't it? You could just have it. You could just feed someone else's video in and go, I don't know, copy this. I don't know what you could do, man. It'd be easy, right? It's just feed it in and go change the language in this a little bit. Put your own low effort visuals on it. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I've got, you know, I feel like I've kind of, I mean, I haven't literally like maxed out, but I think 10,000 subscribers is, you know, I don't think I'd ever get to 6 figures. But 5 figures is cool. I think the world is misogynistic, isn't it? Like, yeah. Things are just a lot harder, I think, if you happen to be a woman. I might try and get my... I'm going to try and get my... What's going on? I want to try and get my list of the series that I've played while people are here. And I want to see if anyone has any suggestions for series that I've forgotten. Where can I put it? I could just put it in the chat. This is a document listing kind of every series that I've played, and I wonder if anyone watching notices that anything is missing, because obviously this aims to be exhaustive, but it isn't yet because it's tough to think of everything. Zero Escape. I've played Virtue's Last Reward. I think that's in V. I don't really know where I can put this now. I liked Virtue's Last Reward. I was pretty hooked on it, actually. It was kind of a time travel thing again, wasn't it? This is just... I just wanted to have a list of everything that I've kind of played. Obviously, every individual game would be kind of ridiculous, so I limited it to every series, because every game would just be way too much. You just have, like, you know, Super Mario 2, you know, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. So there'd just be so many things, there's just no point. Just way too much. So I decided to just do every series, and I wonder if there's any series that people are fans of that they notice are missing from the list, because it might remind me that I've played it, and then I can put it in. I started looking into Super Mario 64, as in I'm up to Dire Docks actually. I've got to do Dire Docks and clear the second Bowser fight. But that's where I am. I haven't really noticed anything particularly noteworthy. I mean, enemy names are different, obviously. No, I haven't only done MGS2. MGS2 is my favourite. So these are... So, yeah, the series is represented by... It's pretty complicated, I suppose. The series is named in the document by either my favourite one in the series or the one I've played most, or in some cases the only one that I've played at all. You know, it's a bit weird. Ape Escape, that was in Subsistence, wasn't it? There was like a little demo for Ape Escape, I think. Yeah, it's my favourite one in the series, so I've got Majora's Mask in there over the others. Well, my favourite game. So yeah, it's my favourite one. So the whole series is represented by that. You put it away. That was weird. Golden Idol, was that not listed? I have played that. It's the case of the Golden Idol, isn't it? So that'll go here. The case, whoops, of the Golden Idol. Yeah, I've done that. I don't think I've cleared it yet. There might be like one more level. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. I did like it, but I don't really like having to use mice to do things. And so dragging things, yeah, kind of is. I don't find it enjoyable. Klonoa, I don't know Klonoa. Favourite of series, yeah, it could be an idea. I should list it as that. I mean, this is the first time well, not the first time, but I've kind of wanted to sort of open it up to viewers before, and you know, there's quite a few people watching, so I thought I'd do it now. That sounds good, Zelda Ruler. Yeah, I'd like that. Yeah. Indie horror stealth puzzle game. Tomba, I don't know Tomba. Slay the Spire, yeah, I've got to add that. I really like that actually. I've only got up to like the second boss, I think. I can't get much further than that. A B C D E F G H I J K. Alright, goes in there. Whoops. Slay the... I'll put it all in caps. Look weird otherwise. Slay the Spire, I like that. Don't know, there's definitely things missing. I was doing blueprints recently. I was really into that, and then I suddenly just fell off it. What do I do? Oh, yeah, I've got to go and speak to Mask Boy. There was a real, really disappointing development during his MGS3 playthrough, wasn't there? When Darkside Phil was playing MGS3, someone spoiled the Sorrow fight, I think it was. So it was everyone was kind of looking forward to him doing the Sorrow fight and getting stuck there, but someone spoiled it, so he knew what to do. It was really disappointing. things are going to get quite intense soon. I'd like to do more Zelda. I could do more Zelda. I don't think I would do a proper full covering of the entire game anymore though. Like I might do Wind Waker, but it might just be kind of like a, to be honest, I might go a bit kind of like a top 10 sort of list, just kind of like 10 interesting localization differences or something. That sounds like, what's the guy's name? Pirate Software? I recently watched a video on, well, basically the controversy behind him, like what he did to kind of become so despised. And then I got recommended things of him like, you know, clearly like deceiving his audience and just cheating in like Outer Wilds, and The Witness was another one. Oh, thanks, Zelda. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, that's the one. Former Blizzard developer Pirate Software. Is that? Does he always bring that up? Is that the point? I seem to remember that. I did know that. He was on, I think it was a part on the Quantum Moon where he just knew what to do, like before having ever discovered anything, you know, he sort of, oh, what am I doing? He sort of for no reason decided he wanted to do something that is what the game wanted him to do, you know, while pretending to be kind of, you know, voicing his thoughts. What am I doing now? I need money. First thing on the list is a big wallet. Whoops. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't recognise what you were saying there, Pepsi Man. Oh, Joe Davids. EU Parliament. Yeah, what's that guy's channel? Accursed Farms or something, isn't it? That's probably good. That's good to probably put on while you sleep. I like the games he covers. I liked his Deus Ex Human Revolution video. And H Bomber Guy's Deus Ex video as well, actually. It's good as well. Right, I want a big wallet. Yeah. Oh, it's Ross's Game Dungeon, isn't it? That is, the channel name is something like Accursed Farms or something like that. Might as well get this. Oh. What are they trying to do? I mean, I guess obviously they're trying to... Oh, is it like... Is it stop... I don't know what the word would be. Publishers, I suppose. Is it to stop publishers kind of making games unavailable after they've been bought? Or something like that. I'll go through this way. I was trying to think how many loading zones there would be if I just went straight round to West Clocktown, but there'd be only one. But I'd have to go a lot further through Termina Field, which would probably take longer. Also, the more loading zones there are, the more the clock isn't counting down, I suppose. So. It's funny, man. This guy's such a kansai person. Homma? Okini, Okini. Anchan. He's calling me Anchan. Right, got that. Now I want 130. Bombs and bomb chews. Just for online, basically to stop companies from shutting down games after their life cycle, particular life service games. Yeah, life service games, okay. I always do this now, since I learned of this little tidbit. I always play the Show 10 theme as my Scarecrow song now. If you remember from my Ocarina video. I learned that Miyamoto was able to play the Show 10 theme on the Ocarina in-game. And there is a way to, using those keys, you can have it as your Scarecrow song. His name is not Osaka, no. It's a shame when things get kind of shut down and stuff, isn't it? Like, it's a real shame when you go on like a game that you used to play and, you know, even if, what am I doing? I don't want to talk to them. Even if they're not shut down, they're just like empty. It's a bit of a downer. One that I find is kind of especially bad is like Halo 3. I think it just feels kind of lonely with all of the that kind of male voice singing the Halo theme at the start, and it's all kind of dark blue. It's a bit of a downer. Right, Bombs and Bomb Chews, Great Fairy's Mask, Kotake's Bottle. Wait, what did I say? Yeah. Great Fairy's Mask. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, they shouldn't be closing stuff down. But then again, once a game is kind of, you know, I don't know. I don't know what they. I don't know the ins and outs, obviously, but as you say, if fans want to run their own servers, then they should be able to. If that's what the problem is, then yeah, they should be allowed to do it. Animal neighbours with personality. I was quite into New Leaf. I got New Leaf and was doing that. And I had a student who was also playing it. And we were kind of... we were kind of sending messages back and forth. Not on Animal Crossing. It was the old the DS like letter function. You could send letters for a bit. You could like draw things and write things or whatever. And we were using that to talk to each other, and then the letters started coming from the future. They were dated in the future, and I later found out that my student had been like changing the date on the DS so that they could you know, do more in the game in Animal Crossing, because obviously you get, what, I can't remember now, I think it was 5 fossils a day. So they would just change the day so they could play it more. Ridiculous. It wasn't picture chat. There was like a letter sending thing, but it got they stopped supporting it because people started to, I guess they were sending rude things and stuff on it, or rude or abusive things on it. So Nintendo stopped the support for it. You couldn't use it anymore. I wasn't. Everything I sent was totally innocent. But yeah, some people, I just tried to use it once and it was just like, I think they said that. They might have said due to like misuse or something. Maybe they didn't. Anyway, for whatever reason, they just couldn't use it anymore. Yeah. ALT Insider. You watch them every day at 5 PM. Is that what are they doing? What's he doing? Streaming every day at 5. DSP coverage. Important work. This could just kind of die. There's a point where I'm kind of depending on being able to equip swap, because I want to equip swap the Zora eggs rather than collect them all, obviously. And when I was doing it on Switch the other month, I just couldn't get it. I did get it in the end, but oh my gosh, it took me so many times. Especially in this turbulent world, watching something light-hearted shitting on a dirt bag is healthy. Sorry, eggs and bacon. Right, I need Kotaku's bottle. Recrucity, hello. And welcome. this guy. Yeah, just regular, yeah. Well, kind of. It's all sort of out of order. Or it will be once I have the tools to go out of order. I'll be going to get Goron Mask. Once I've got the bow, I'll be getting Goron Mask. And then probably go and get Zora Mask and the hook shot straight after that. Although, I don't know, I don't really remember. I've got a doc open with my route kind of listed out. Probably need to heal her then. It's very important to not have any money so that you can get money as you go around the world. Because we might want it for more bomb shoes later. I was watching a Phantom Hourglass 100% speedrun last night. I say watching it. I had it on. I wasn't really watching it. I was looking up every now and then. I don't really remember that game. What do I want? I'm going to need water later. Am I? No, do you know what? I think it would be better just to get potion. And I can just bomb hover up to get Sonata. I hope. Did she tell you can't use any of the things? Okay. Oh. I thought... Doesn't someone... Maybe it's the bomb... Is it the bomb salesman? He says, you can't use any of them, but feel free... No, he doesn't, does he? Someone says you can't use them, but feel free to take a look or something. I remember that. Or am I making that up? She just said she only sells them to humans. And she doesn't know if they work on other forms. So she won't sell you them, obviously. Bomb guy says it, but you can't buy a bomb bag from him, can you? Why even let you look? Does Link spin around in a cutscene? Yeah, that rings a bell, yeah. I do know that. Huh, does it happen in this game? I don't know. I was glad to have revealed that Kapora Gabora actually says that the swamp will perish, unavoidably perish, because it's lost its guardian deity. Someone commented saying that there's sort of lots of fan theories about what he meant when he said that the swamp was going to perish, just, you know, regardless of whether it lost its deity or not. And it's just a mistranslation. So I'm glad to have destroyed that theory. To be honest, right, I want money. Oh, I've got to do the whole the Japanese things. Thanks, the Thane, Thephany. Thanks very much. What do you mean there, Matt? First time playing the game and you're wandering from store to store? That one... Oh, that one just goes back under to the other side. This is the one I want, isn't it? There we go. If I see Link spinning around, I will yell very loud. I'll try to yell very loudly. Maybe I can. I'm going to get beans. I'm not going to use them now. I'm going to get them. I don't think I need them, but I'll just get them since I'm in the area. I was just wondering if something was different there. I remember someone saying that you can't use them, but feel free to take a look. And if it was Koume or Kotake, I can't remember which one's which, then that's also different, because she just said that she doesn't sell them to anyone other than humans, and she doesn't know if they work. And then there was no option to, like, even, you know, there was no option to buy. It just cancelled me out of the text. This is going to be really hard. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Okay, well that's a good start. I'll probably want to go left. Oosh! I should have save stated it first. Right. Forgive this. I've got a really awkward situation where I'm having to use my D-pad as my C buttons, basically. God damn it. Oh, I got it! I didn't see that happen. And so I'm having to, like, reach over to press the C buttons. Whoops. So bad. Oh dear. Uh-oh. That'll do, won't it? Yes. Okay. I already need more bomb chews. Yeah. Just locking you out of... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely with But like with the bombs, if you can't buy anything. Oh, you might be right. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe it's like, oh, look at what you could buy if he'd sell to you. But I just figured, if you can't buy them, why let you look? But I know that someone says that, and as I said, if it's Kotake, then it's different because she doesn't let you sell in Japan. She doesn't let you buy in Japan. She doesn't even let you look in Japanese. But I guess I'm misremembering. Right, Pixel Box, Magic Bean Sonata. I'm about to get that. Yeah, man, I've got it. I don't... Are you thinking of the bomb guy? No, I don't think so, no. I'm sure it's in this game. The bomb guy's funny. Yeah. Mind you, I suppose Link must have perfect pitch as well. Yeah, spot on, Scara. Yeah, that's exactly what the Japanese was there. Yeah, but feel free to look around. Right, there you go. Yeah, that's the one. So it was the bomb guy. Oosh. Uh-oh. I missed a few enemies. I didn't list some enemies in my video. I forgot levers. I forgot to mention the levers. Not that there's anything to say about them, but I forgot to list them. And the fire keys. Or fire Keith. You got it, bro? Right, got that. The reason the bomb shop is different is that it uses the bomb chew shop code from Ocarina. That's interesting. Which also lets you do that. Oh, what? You mean like... even if you don't have a bomb... Wait a minute, though. You mean you can get bomb chews without a bomb bag, so there's nothing locking you behind the sails in the bomb chew shop? So they just kept that the same in the bomb shop in this one? I don't know. I don't have nuts. That's funny. Right, I'm just coming in to get the boat. Okay, I have it coded so you can only buy bombs once you get the bag, so there's no issue letting you browse. Okay. They don't for the potions, right? So you'd be able to just kind of... Wait. Sorry, I'm lost again. Oh wait, so if you bought a potion as Deku, it would give you a bottle, is what you're saying, along with it. But obviously they lock... I guess they lock things behind Kotake's text if you're a human. So regardless, you're gonna end up with the bottle anyway before you can browse, maybe. Right, this is not going to be good. I'm going to have to save state every time I want to bomb of it. Just that if they let you browse the shop with the other form, you'll be able to buy them despite her saying they might not work. Sure, but why tell you that they might not work? Why, like, lock that? Flavor text. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I figured the point was, you know, they've essentially come up with a law reason that you can't browse rather than the reverse, you know. Like, you can't browse because of the law. Like, rather than that, they've got law because you can't browse, you know, so that you can't browse. I don't know. I just thought there was some reason they didn't want you to, yeah, browse. It's Deku. Hey Davidson, yeah, just regular old Japanese MM. Right, I've got a bow. Whoops. We want Cafe's mask, Moon's tear, interestingly, and the room key, because that's just free money. It's getting quite late. I kind of want to get to Romani Ranch. What am I trying to do? Hui! Oh. You've lost me, Scarway. I don't know what's going on. Why wouldn't they want you to get... Maybe it's just weird for the witches to listen to a Deku or something? Maybe it's like... Maybe it's like, you know, because the Deku is constantly kind of referred to as like an infant, basically, isn't he? So it would be weird for them to listen to the Deku, considering he's supposed to be so childish. Hey Thomas, welcome. I figured it was more of like a mechanics thing and then the lore fits around it. You know, they don't want you breaking sequences or whatever. The witches seem happier in Termina. True, they're kind of free, like, just actual residents, aren't they? My old Ocarina cutscene video. Fire Emblem 4. What do you mean? What do you mean, my old Ocarina cutscene video? I should get more chews. Whoops. Oh, that one, I see. Right. Oh, does it auto-scroll, does it? That's no good. I need money. Where can I get money? There's a bit there. I don't know if I'm going to make it, man. I've got to try and get to Romani Ranch. This is a really bad idea. I might just have to get bomb chews and then leave the other stuff for now. But even after that, kept running into bits he just couldn't recognise. Was there kanji and stuff? What do you do? Do you use like... Okay. I don't know what language is in like Fire Emblem. If they've got titles like Count and stuff, they're definitely hard words to read. Hey Lesser, it's just a 64. Maybe. So, I'm coming up here. Do I need the rune key? I don't really need the rune key. It's a bit late now. It's just free money. Yeah, no, it's not really. It's Project 64. 64 is in the name. Yeah, I got one of them upscaler things. I actually had one of those. Wasn't really worth it. I was kind of trying to I was trying to keep things all kind of on legit hardware and stuff, but it was such a pain that it just wasn't worth it. Hey Tom, how's it going? Watching while working. I hope you're not doing anything that requires concentration then. Mind you, you can ignore me, I suppose. Oh really, Serial? I didn't know that. So that ice isn't there if you get out as Deku before the Song of Healing. Huh. Yeah, true. It could have been VC, yeah. There's just too much to have set up, you know? You've got to have, like... I mean, if you've got the space and stuff for it, and I suppose, like, you know, the plugs, if you can power it all and keep it all connected, or you're willing to disconnect it and reconnect to other things all the time, then fair enough, but... I want to talk to this lad, because then I can just come and get Goron Lullaby later. Yeah, way more hassle than it's worth, exactly, yeah. Also, it's just stuff. You just got to have stuff in, you know, you got to keep the stuff somewhere. Or you could just have software instead. Deku's probably faster. I assume Deku is faster, right? Spinning as Deku is faster than rolling as human. Or Hylian. Right, there we go. Spoken to him. One cycle complete. Yeah, that would be what this is. The difference is that I'm just trying to get as much as I can while I do it. So rather than actually... I better get that. Rather than just trying to clear it in a cycle, which would be quite easy, to be honest. I'm trying to kind of 100% it in a cycle. Excluding, like, basically masks. I want to get all the masks, do all the quests. But obviously there's 2 masks you can't get. You know, 2 masks lock 2 other masks out. So I'm going to have to do an extra cycle afterwards where I just get those last 2 masks. And then clear the game. Right, so I'm getting Lens, then I'm getting Goron Mask, and then I'm getting Epona's Song. Which I'm hopefully going to do by actually clearing the boulder outside Romani Ranch. Although it's looking a bit tight here on time, actually. So I have to get up there. I might have to bomb hover in, but then I'm going to have to bomb hover out. Hey, throwaway. Yeah, thanks. So much suffering in this game. All the adult Gorons. Yeah, yeah. Their home, like their home is just doomed. And now they're dealing with a baby screaming in their ears 24/7. I can't believe that Ocarina of Time remake is looking likely. And it makes sense to give us something to kind of, you know, bridge the gap between kind of new entries. But an Ocarina remake is just like the least necessary thing. They should give us the Twilight Princess HD. That'd do. Just give us that. Or they could have remade the Seasons and Oracles things. That's terrible, man. It's such a bad idea. Well, it's the same as any other rumor. Like somebody said that like a bundle of like the HDs were like pretty much guaranteed and would be announced in a direct, and that was like, I don't remember now, 2-3 years ago or something, and that didn't happen. I don't know. That's one example anyway. I've got that. I was quite looking forward to that being announced and then coming out, but it didn't happen. Just port Ocarina 3D, then call it a day. It seems like the remake is all but confirmed, yeah. I don't know, some, you know, it doesn't have a texture on the back of his nose there. Did you see that? It's like you can see through the back of the Goron's nose, but not through the front. There's not a texture on the back for some reason. What am I doing? I just need to get... I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I need to get Epona's song. Do I even need Epona's song? What do I need it for? Oh, it's a song, isn't it? So I kind of just want it so I've got the song. It's another thing to have. Oh, turn around, man. They would have to rework the Poe hunt. I don't know. I mean, obviously they can't just you know, they can't just up the graphics. There's going to be different stuff. Maybe, like, I imagine Hyrule Field will have a lot more going on in it in terms of combat and stuff. And I imagine there'll be new, like, items and quests and things like that. There'll be new stuff, surely. Wouldn't make sense to do it otherwise. I need bombs. This is so bad. There's some bombs. Tunic of the Gods. That sounds like news to me. Yeah, I can skip it, yeah, but it's just because it's a song. I don't know how I did this before, because I'm not going to make this. And then I'm going to have to come back out. I could get it in the next cycle. I don't know what to do. What should I do? It's getting out. I'm going to get it in the next cycle, I think. Because coming out is going to be a pain. Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? But I want to get... I've left it now. Okay, I'll have to get the... Oh, man. What am I doing? I'll have to get the Gero mask as well at a different... in the next cycle. Oh, was there an earthquake? I didn't know. Okay, I've done that. So what's next? There's still things I need to do. Oh! It says right there, get Bremen mask. Ah, yeah, I've got stuff to do. Also need to set up midnight meeting. Moon's Tier, Bremen mask. I need the Moon's Tier to be able to equip swap later. It's quite far north there. Right, got that. Lens, Goro Mask, Opponent's Song, didn't get that. Bremen Mask, set up Index Swap and Midnight Meeting. Stone Mask. I think someone suggested the direct would probably be in June. I don't know why they said that, but excuse me. I guess like last year's one was, wasn't it? Right, Stone Mask. I've got... I need to enter the graveyard, because that just puts it on the map so I can use it as a warp point. Won't be any main directs until June. I wonder where they get their information from. Like, imagine if it was just Miyamoto just leaking all the info. That'd be funny. I've entered graveyard. Where does everything take you? That takes you to Clocktown, doesn't it? That takes you to Mountain Village, does it? I need to get Goron Lullaby, Powder Keg, Don Gero. Leaked mechanics of the next new game. Has that happened? Or are you just saying you would be more excited about that? I think hopefully the next new game will be exactly like Tears of the Kingdom, but with an extra sky layer above and an extra depths layer below. Wouldn't that be amazing? Right, I want that thing out as well. Happened a few months ago, did it? Okay, huh. Yeah, make them even worse a third time. Exactly. Actually, I watched Donkey's video the other day when Tears was quite new, and he, you know, put out his video about it. It really made me laugh, actually. It is made me want to play it. I've been doing Breath of the Wild again. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit done with it, but I'm not, I guess. There's still more I want to do. But yeah, I fancy starting Tears again, making loads of crazy stuff. But it just, there's lots of things that just take way too long for no reason. Like the cooking. It should be that, like, once you've made a dish, you can just sit near a thing and decide how many of each dish you want to make, and then just press A or something to make that many of you know, that many things in one go, rather than having to kind of, like, you know, put all the things in your hand, cook one dish, spam the skip cutscene button, and then do that 30 times, like. And the same with, like, the component, like, gacha things in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, you have to put in all of those, whatever they are, Zonai crystal things, and then hope you get, you know, lots of whatever you want. It's kind of random. It's... And obviously using those kind of requires you to farm the materials to put into the machines. Things just take too long. It's like they really should have streamlined a lot of the things. Right, what did I do? I've got Goron Lullaby. No, I haven't. I need to get the rest of it. Then Powder Keg and Don Gero. And then Zora Mask. Okay. Whoops. There was a whole thing I missed in Tears. I think there's that. What I was watching Donkey do was try and. It was like one of those fairground game things where you have to hammer a bell with, you know, as much force as you can. I never saw that. I never saw that in the game. Same with like Tarrytown in Breath of the Wild. I've never done it. I didn't know it existed for like my entire first playthrough. I've never done it. do. Right, what's next? It says powder keg, but I think I want Dongero first. Oops! Since I'm in here. Oh. Blimey. Butchering this. Like, genuinely, how did Ocarina make one of the worst fishing minigames I've ever played? Well, because it was a throw-in. I don't know, it wasn't really planned very well, was it? That's why it's like just tacked onto the lake. I had some coding questions, Scarwell. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, nice! I got that one. I was addicted to Tears when it released. An improvement over Breath. Well, in ways it was, you know. It wasn't fresh enough. Like the same Hyrule. Like, in a way, it's ridiculous how much they added, even though I suppose it did take them 6 years. But for that game, with all those systems and everything running on a Switch, is just mind-blowing. But it just wasn't, you know, obviously it lost a lot of the impact that Breath of the Wild had, because it was, you know, kind of just built on the same, well, the same world is probably the biggest problem. Like, obviously this is kind of built largely on the same engine and mechanics as Ocarina, but it's a different setting, and there's lots of like transformation masks that change the gameplay up quite a lot, make it fresh, and obviously a totally different vibe, which is totally unexpected. I just think Tears was just, yeah, the additions just weren't enough in a way, I guess. And they didn't really fix anything. Everything still breaks and you can't repair weapons. They made money harder to get, which was probably a good idea, actually, because those luminous stones in Breath of the Wild are such an easy way to just get money. I sold like 30 of them this morning so that I could buy the last part of the fire protection armor from Goron City. I just sold 30 luminous stones for 2100 rupees and bought the headpiece for it. Oops. What am I doing? Yeah. Okay. Did I get it? No. Oops. No, dude. I was targeting. Oh no. Gero is, yeah, it's basically just the sound that frogs make. I think it's either ghetto or it'd be ketto. So it's basically ribbit. Although I think there's another alteration that they do as well. Maybe in Ocarina of Time they say something else. Ketto or ghetto, and I think there's maybe one more thing that's... Skitty Bitty. I think I watched her video a little bit. I think that was the... Oh, what am I doing? Do I want to do that yet? I think it was like the first time I'd heard a creator say that they know people aren't going to watch, so they'll play a sound, like when there's something important on screen or something that would be worth looking at. Which I thought was a good idea, but she probably got it from someone else. Like, that was the first time I'd heard that. Eesh. There we go. I can get powder kegs. It's an item in the inventory, so I should get it. Whoosh. I haven't talked about my health, no. Haven't done that. I still don't know. I still don't know what's going on. I'm just, yeah. No one knows. But no one's really noticed anything either. It is a bit weird. But I'm just losing. I think I learned the word for it yesterday. Cachexia. Cachexia, which is where you just lose. I don't know. My body can't it can't rebuild, or it can't maintain muscle. So I'm just noticing that things are just, I'm just losing mass. Basically, it's. What am I doing, man? Powder keg, Dongero. I got Dongero, didn't I? Yeah, okay, I did. I forgot about it. Right, Zora Mask. So I'll probably want to go to Clocktown. Right. I probably want to keep that. Well, I had to, you have to do certain things first before they'll refer you for certain stuff. So So I had to have blood tests and a chest X-ray and a CT scan. Like, at least that's just what happened, you know. I came back and was just like, told them I've got rapid weight loss, so they were like, right, you need to see a GP then. So I saw a GP, and then they said, right, you need a chest X-ray then immediately and blood tests. So I went and had those, and they were just like, yeah, no, it's fine. You seem fine. So, I mean, I've gone through all of this already. Like, I've done all this. So I did all this all out in Japan, and then the last time I went to the hospital there, I'd seen the same doctors, you know, a few different doctors, but the same ones kind of, you know, multiple times and whatever. And the last time I went there, I was just like, I'm losing weight. Like, I'm not trying to lose weight. My diet is atrocious. I shouldn't be losing weight. You know, I eat what I want. I've stopped going to the gym, so I'm not even using any energy. And I was just losing weight still. And the doctor said to me, like after all checks and all sorts of stuff, she was just like, I think you're on the verge of depression. Oh yeah, I'm getting Zora mask on it. And, you know, maybe you could do with seeing like a mental health, like, you know, professional or something for like counselling or whatever. And this is one thing that's different. You probably knew this, but you have to like actually just physically push Mikau in this game. You can't grab, so you have to just control Link swimming into him. But yeah, so she kind of just said, I think you need like it's a mental thing or whatever. So that was it really. I knew they weren't really gonna. I knew they'd ruled everything out, so there was just no kind of hope of them really listening to me anymore. I wish, Tom. Yeah, I wish, but I don't know. I mean, how do you fix this? It's not even the. You know, this is the last. Like, this is the latest and sort of biggest problem in a long list of really weird symptoms that just don't make any sense. So anyway, CT scans, X-ray blood and all that, and then they wanted to do more blood tests here because I think my thyroid was negligibly like overactive. So I went to the hospital to get like they took like 3 lots of blood for these tests, and that left me like kind of breathing heavily and sort of, you know, short of breath and lightheaded, which I think you can probably hear that police car, can you? Which I think sort of scared the nurse that took my blood. So I sort of needed 15-20 minutes to sort of just lie back and sort of recover a little bit before I went home. So then she didn't label the blood properly, so it was all pointless. I think my reaction and, you know, potentially, I don't know, a potential emergency situation after taking my blood might have freaked her out a little bit, so she didn't do what she was supposed to do. So then I had to go back and do it again, which I didn't get round to for like, you know, I left it for like, I don't know, 4 weeks, because I was just like, they've messed it up. And then I was just like, right, I'll go and get it done then. So I went and got it done. And then they got back to me. I'm just like, your blood's all fine. So I'll just keep going to the GP and saying what the new symptoms are. And then, so I've been referred to a neurologist, but I have to wait until June to do that. It's not even May yet. I've missed a lot of chat. Sorry. What am I doing? Next I want hook shot, okay. And a Zora egg. Do I have a free bottle for that? Yes, I do. I do probably need more protein. Like, everything's just a bit... I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's you know, it's really annoying because like no one's noticed anything. I told one of my friends about stuff, and he was just like, I get the most stupid like responses from everyone all the time. I just get things like, oh, you need to eat some fruit, and oh, you need to sleep. It's like I'm doing those things, man. Like when this all started, I had a pretty good diet. I was still going to the gym. I was probably still making gains. I was sleeping fine. It's just, you know, no one can find anything, so whatever's wrong is just progressing, and yeah. I've had coughs before. Like a few times in the past year I've had like, I don't know, quite intense like coughing fits for about 30 seconds. I think one of them might have been on stream actually, but it's only happened about 3 or 4 times. So I don't know. Right, I'm a save state, I think. Wait, what am I doing? I don't want that out. Yeah, I do. Right. I'm just at home, man. I'm just at home. Eight X-rays in a year. I just don't know what can happen, you know, like how do you recover from your body being unable to maintain your fundamental flesh? Like that doesn't... I don't know, man. It must be like a nervous system thing, an autonomic nervous system problem. And I don't think they can get you a new nervous system, so it's just there's no helping, I don't think. What am I doing? I want to shoot this. I don't want to activate the cutscene. This is all in England now, yeah. It was annoying because I was I did all these checks and stuff in Japan, and then when I when I came back, I had to kind of just start again and go through all of the jump through all the hoops again before I got to the same point I was already at. Excuse me. Actually, I don't need to go out because there's an opening. You probably knew this as well, right? There's an opening here in the Japanese version. How long has what been like what? Like losing mass? I guess December. In December I sort of noticed. In December I noticed that I was kind of lighter than I ever had been, pretty much. Like probably the lowest weight I ever got before was about 81 kilograms, and that was from cutting. So I was actually trying to lose fat not eating much, and going to the gym still like 3 times a week or whatever. What's next? Sorry, fire arrows. I don't have... I can probably get fire arrows. How much time do I have? How do I get to Snowhead? Is it... It's the ranch, isn't it? I think. But yeah, so I was cutting and going to the gym, and I was, you know, 81 kilograms. And then in December, whilst kind of eating whatever I want and not going to the gym, I was probably about 80. And then I kept kind of weighing myself, keeping an eye on it. Cutting just means like trying to not have any fat on you, basically. Trying to be as lean as possible, pretty much. So eating low fat things, and it's bad. Like, it doesn't feel good. You don't want to do it for a long time. But for me, it was basically eating, yeah, low fat things, and just being hungry all the time. That's why you don't want to do it, because you're basically hungry all the time. And being like that all the time isn't good, obviously. So you want to do things in phases. But yeah, I kept an eye on it, and then, like at the end of January, the last time I went to the hospital, I weighed myself, and I was like down to 77 kilograms. With the opposite of effort, you know, I was trying not to lose weight. And now I don't look, really. Although I was weighed at the doctor's the other day, and I had put on some weight, but it's basically fat. I've put on fat. Excuse me. Like, if I had the diet that I currently have, like I had this diet. I was eating whatever. Like, I literally ate an entire packet of dark chocolate hobnobs yesterday. Like, I do that pretty regularly. With a diet like that, excuse me, I should be 90 kilograms. Like, that's about where I was before. I was about 90 kilograms. But I got weighed at the doctor's the other day. I eat pizza, burgers, I eat, like I say, like entire packs of chocolate hobnobs. I eat, you know, crisps. I eat like a big bowl of porridge like every day with jam. Like, I eat anything, like sugar and fat and calories. And why have I come up here? I don't want to be up here. Anyway, so I got weighed at the doctor's and I was 81 kilograms. So I'm sort of 9 kilograms lighter than I would have been at any other time in my life with this diet. Which suggests to me that without the fat, I'd probably be about 72 kilograms, which is, I think, probably technically underweight. Anyway, I've probably talked about that too much now. I do need protein, yeah. I mean, you know, sometimes they'll be... Well, burgers, you know, burgers have protein. Whoops. I probably want to void out. Yeah, go on. Tell us about the latest leaked mechanic. Is the Scarecrow still there? No. I did drink protein, yes. It got kind of annoying then. Like, having to wash like a shaker every day was really annoying. so I did stop after a bit. I kind of just ate loads. I just kind of ate loads of, you know, burgery, meaty, proteiny things rather than... I was on creatine as well, yeah. That was alright, because it washed a lot easier than protein. What's going on there? I got to a point where I wasn't even, like, dissolving it in anything. I would just put a spoon in my mouth and then drink water and slosh it around. And then swallow that, because I just couldn't be bothered. Have you tried the clear whey? It's like juice, game changer. I haven't had protein for months. Haven't had powder for months, I mean. Right, I can punch him. That's probably the most damaging way to do it, right? Oh, I got him. Nice. Nice. No cutscene for you. I don't know what's going on, man. What's next? Fire Arrow's midnight meeting. Okay, I'm in time for that. Whoops. I don't know, man. I'm surprised no one's checked my saliva, you know? I thought, like, that was like one of the first symptoms, was like, I can taste something weird. So I thought they'd go, well, we'll test your saliva and see what's in it, and then it might give us an idea of what you're tasting or what's going on. But that never happened. Hasn't happened. Might have to just ask for it to happen. Midnight meeting. All dungeons will be water temple derivatives. I do like water temples generally. I've probably said it loads of times on stream, but there's something that feels really like secret about going underwater. I don't know why. Right, midnight meeting. She should still be there, shouldn't she? I am more like Zora now. I think, you know, like as I said, because no one's noticed anything, it would seem that I look quite normal. But my skin's all loose in weird places. Like, I can pull a lot of skin away from, like, the back of the corner of my jaw. There's a lot of loose skin there. There's a lot of... my chest is kind of... has a lot of loose... there's just loose skin everywhere. Like, it's just... Right, she's in there. Okay. The Scarecrow song I've set is the theme tune from a Japanese comedy show. It's a bit like Whose Line Is It Anyway, I suppose. The Japanese Whose Line Is It Anyway. And it's a song that Miyamoto said he could play on the ocarina in Ocarina of Time. I mentioned it in my Ocarina video. I actually made a cutscene. Song of Storms. Can I get Song of Storms? Have I got time for that? I made a cutscene of me playing it because Miyamoto considered putting in an Easter egg where if you play the tune in the game, like one of the cushions from the show would fly onto the screen as like a little joke reference thing. But he didn't put it in the end, or they didn't put it in. I can go to Stone Tower. There's no need. Just go to Ikana. Freebird. I can't play Freebird. Oh! Why did that happen? Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, I have no choice but to go to Stone Tower then. Yeah, the mechanics, they are good, man, in Tears. That's why I wanted to play it again. Excuse me. I think my old files, once you've sort of, you know, it's a bit like coming back to like Skyrim or something after kind of months away or whatever. Oh, I need to do the Smitty. Need to remember to do that. Can I get Song of Storms? I don't think I have enough time. Oosh, that's bad. How long do I have to get to the ranch after this? Ooh! Like the aliens come at 2:30, don't they? But they won't get to the ranch until about 3. Maybe? Oh! Oh no, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah? I forgot to post the letter. Right. Remind me to post the letter, please, everyone. Can I just put on the stone mask for this? No, they ignore it. There we go. Goran Freeman. Right, this could be bad. I don't really have any health. Yeah, I redid Echoes of Wisdom recently, actually, because I really liked it. Ooh, that was bad. Ooh. Oi! I was expecting a... I don't know. I wasn't expecting him to hit me. Hello Ventus, welcome. I probably should go, shouldn't I? Forget this. This is too dangerous. Yeah, let's leave it. It's a shame. I've just kind of wasted time there. But I'm going to have loads of time. Like once you get past... Oh, Woodfall. I don't want to go Woodfall. I guess Clocktown takes you to... I guess Clocktown takes you to Milk Road. Yeah, not bad actually. Like, I don't know. You know, depends how much you think about it, I suppose. I'm sitting down and streaming, so probably alright. And I guess I'm kind of kind of distracted, so that's good. Right, got to post the letter. Remember that. Have to post the letter. This looks bad. They look close. Maybe they're not. The closest one is on the far side, right? He's not even that close. Look. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, it is tough, isn't it? The Slumber Dojo in Echoes, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh wait, I want to unslow time. That's ridiculous. It's not original hardware, no. I'm just on Project 64. Yeah, I moved back quite suddenly. I'm not really doing anything. Like, I teach one person. I was teaching like a couple of people Japanese, but now that's kind of looks like it's only going to be one person now, at least for a while. So I'm teaching one person Japanese twice a week. Hey Hassan, how's it going? I'm working on Mario 64, but I haven't found much. Scarwo actually probably covered the best bit. Scarwo covered the, what was it? An ally with info or something like that. Scarwo has a video on it, which was probably the best bit. Yeah, I'm back, Hassan, yeah. As of February. I thought about Pokemon. Oh gosh. The thing is, I actually had a little look into it the other day. Like, there's quite a few videos already on, like, the Japanese Pokemon names and sort of their, I guess, their meaning and etymology and stuff. So that sort of takes a lot of the... It takes a lot of the content already. I could do the moves. The moves might be quite interesting. Do I have money? I need 100 money for this, don't I? Oh, I need... Yeah, I would go through... Yeah, I'd go through the game text as well, but I'm not sure... You know, I just don't know if there's much there. I'm not thinking of heading back, no. I don't think I'll be able to. But I was out there, I think, how long was I out there? 7 years, maybe? Whoops. It depends, like, if you know, if I get better, I'll decide what to do, but that's just kind of, everything is just about whatever's wrong with me, really, you know. But I'm not even working here. I don't think there's any point trying to work. Is this only 20 money? It is. If I'm not going to get better, then there's no point working, even. So it's all just depends on what's going on, really. That's got a thing in it, isn't it? I'm not going to get the money here, man. Oh. No, I don't actually. I don't think I'm going to get better. I think that's why I came back. It's just... It's been a year. I've had kind of unexplainable symptoms for a year, and things have just got worse, and still no one's finding anything. I'm not going to make this. So I don't think I'm going to get better. Like, I won't go over it again, Ventus. I've talked about it on the stream here already, so I guess, you know, maybe you can rewind 20 minutes or so, or watch it later. I don't know, but yeah, I won't go through it all again. But yeah, it's bad. It's not good. Yeah, thanks. What's next? I've slowed time. Smithy. I need to post that letter. Right. Yeah, that's a bad system, man. I'm glad I'm not... Yeah, glad I'm not American for that reason. Right, there's loads of stuff I missed I should catch up with now. Yeah. What have I missed? I want Moon's Tear. Favorite part of studying Japanese? What do you mean? Favorite part of studying? I kind of like... I don't know. I like conversing now. I like practicing in that way. Thanks, Bara. I'm glad you were able to watch them more than once. That's nice. They took a long time, so I'm glad to hear it. Not really a gamer. That's interesting. Okay. So you like them even though you're not a gamer. That's yeah, that's something. Yeah, I suppose that is it, to be honest. I think Recruit City's got it. Like, that was kind of a big appeal, was yeah, playing through. Like, I learned so much Japanese from Zelda, playing through my childhood games in in its original language was a good way to study. But I've done so much reading now that I'm kind of sick of it. Sometimes like when you start reading books, it's so annoying when, despite how much you've read, how many kanji you've learned, there's still a new word that you don't know, like in every other sentence. It's just like, oh, I don't want to have to look up kanji all the time. I've done it, you know. We've got Bremen Mask. I've posted the letter, haven't I? I was going to get Song of Storms and Captain's Hat. I've done Aliens. Smithy's done. Let's go and get those then. I remember where I was in life when I did these in Japanese for the first time. I remember sort of what I was doing with people that were part of my life and stuff. You know, it's like when you're a kid and you play a game for the first time, and every time you play it, you sort of get taken back to that time. I've got that again, but for the Japanese version when I was like in my 20s. So I remember going to these meetups in London for Japanese learners and stuff. And that was the new thing that I was doing as I was playing through this in Japanese for the first time. And stuff like that. What have you sent us there, Scar? Well, it looks like the kanji for to right inside a square. I don't know what that is. I'm glad you like them, Bara. Thanks. Oh, I don't have a sword. I should have just... Wait, what am I doing? Should have just got my sword back straight away. No, I'm getting it smithied. So I just forgot to get it back. I've got to be careful with this. So I only get 100 hits with it. Probably isn't a good idea. Now I'm doing things out of order and I've got a sword that I can't really use. And I'm going to need to use it to do these things that are now out of order. Well, you've got like Furigana in Wind Waker HD, I think, haven't you? So that would help. Oi! Oh! Done me again. It's too dangerous, man. I need health. What's going on? That means I've wasted sword hits there. I might have to do the should I just fight him as Goron? How does Goron fare against axes? Badly. Oh, it's too dangerous, man. I've got a sword with limited use. I've just used like 7 of its uses. Ooh. I don't know what to do. I could bomb him. Ooh. He got me anyway. Alright, Lizard. Thanks for coming in. When do I get... I'm going to have to wait until day 3 to get the sword upgrade. Oh, this is so bad. He doesn't care about hook shots, does he? Oi! He's going to pull me to him every time, is it? That's bad. Okay, that's good. They just blow up on him. Oosh. Oi! Oi! This is my favourite Zelda, or it was my favourite game, I suppose. I think I've just kind of stuck with it, I guess. Probably could have like updated my favourite game by this point, but I don't think there's any need to. I think this one just had too much of an effect. It made its impression at the right age. Alright, Bara, yeah, thanks for coming in. Appreciate the kind words. Hope to catch you again. Wand of Camelon. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. Don't even need to play it to know I love it. Don't do that, man. Right, I've done that. I want to get Captain's Hat. Excuse me. The Captain's Hat as well. That's going to need more sword hitting. I'm going to have to not use the sword if I can. if I can avoid it. If I can not use it. Not sure I can in this fight. I think I have to hit him with it, right? Hey Kaz, how's it going? Christmas 2000 being bedridden, it snowing and playing Majora's Mask. Nice. I remember a time in must have been 2007 actually. There was a day, we had a snow day basically, and so you obviously got that glorious news of school being closed, and so I got up and played Twilight Princess, and I was at Lakebed Temple. I played through that and it was great. Just played through that a little bit, and then my mate got in touch about mid-morning and whatever, and you know, said, "Are you coming out?" or whatever, and we went out in the snow and that and just messed about. It was yeah, it was a good day. I remember that. Right when Twilight Princess was just obviously a few hours into Twilight Princess. Alright, yeah, thanks Sunshine. Hope to catch you again. Enjoy work and all that. What else is going on? I've got... Song of Storms, Captain's Hat. I've done Aliens. Done Smithy. I need Bunnyhood. Horse Race, which I can't do. Then I'm going to Woodfall. Okay. Every time I do Twilight Princess, I tell myself it's the last time I'm going to do it. Because I really dislike pretty much everything other than the dungeons. And I do not like how it looks. It just looks so ugly. Although it looks better on the PC port thing that CFG was streaming the other day. It looked a bit better. Bunnyhood. Yeah, okay, we're just going to do that then. Bunnyhood. But I don't know. I think I don't know, man. All the in-between dungeon stuff is annoying. But there's some appeal to it. I don't know what it is. I always find myself wanting to do it again. It might be, yeah, it might be pacing, or maybe it's a familiarity thing. Like, because I've done it a handful of times, you know, spread out with all quite a bit of, you know, time in between. I always kind of forget what I should be doing next. And so that, I guess, just kind of frustrates me because I don't remember what I'm doing, and then it's like, yeah, I don't know, that slows things down even more, obviously. And maybe I just don't like the way the game plays outside of dungeons. Like, I remember that, like, escort quest to Kakariko with like the horse and carriage thing, and I hate that. I don't like that. I also don't really find like the overworld very nice to traverse. there's lots of kind of really cool little things that you want to come back to and do. Like you see those, you see the spinner tracks in places when you're sort of going around. It's like, oh, what's that for? But it feels like you have to have kind of done everything. You have to have all the items before you can come back and do it all. I guess that's true of all Zelda games, but it just feels more of an issue in TP. I don't know. Yeah, it is ugly, man. I hate, like, there's some textures on it. I'm just like, this looks like an N64 game. Bunny Hood horse race. Can't do that. Clear Woodfall and area quests. Should I get rid of this? I don't need milk for anything, do I? That'll take me to Woodfall, won't it? Snowhead. Wait. Do I have bombs? No. Better get some. Yeah, Midna was cool, I guess. I don't know what I think about that, the dungeon they have there. What's the dungeon in the Shadow Realm or whatever it's called? Feels a bit past its welcome at that point, to be honest. The game as a whole, I mean. Yeah, probably that. Probably that. Like, you've just done, like, City in the Sky or whatever, and it just feels like you should be getting towards the end. And then you've got... I don't know, I don't really remember it that well, to be honest. I don't remember that. I don't really remember enjoying that dungeon. And then I don't remember enjoying Hyrule Castle either. What am I doing, man? Give me bombs, please. It's funny you say that, actually, because I feel like I would never want to do Wind Waker again. I think I'm absolutely done with Wind Waker. Other than, you know, playing it to get content from. I don't think I would ever want to just play through it for fun ever again. Yeah, okay, Woodfall, yeah. Yeah, well, I suppose Zant kind of does, doesn't he? Like, feels a bit random to just have this Zant dude there just to then go, ha ha ha, it was Ganon actually. But, I don't know. I don't know, whatever really. I'm not that bothered. Either way. Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword. I did Skyward Sword. I redid it again recently, actually, but I did it a few years ago for like the second time, I think. And I really enjoyed it. It was way better than I remember. But then When I did it again a couple of years after that, I was a bit impatient. But I don't know, man, it's good. It's definitely better than I first gave it credit for. Yeesh. I get a lot of heat saying I like Breath of the Wild and tears over most of the older Zelda games. Yeah, I think you're going to continue getting heat in this chat. I don't know. Whatever. You like what you like, don't you? Some people are correct, other people are wrong, you know. You're just one of the wrong ones, that's fine. One of these is a key. Do I want the key? Probably do. Will I make it if I do this? Go on, linkage. Oh, I want to... Yeah, I'm not gonna... I don't want to use the sword on him. I've got limited hits. Tears has ruined the universe. Oh my gosh. Oh. What's that from? With the release of this game, the thread of fate is severed and we're left to persist in a doomed world. What is that? So like with the death of this character or something? I'm not going to do frogs because the frogs only give me... Is that really it? I thought Morrowind was something like either, you know, reload a save or persist in the doomed world you've left or something like that. Wasn't it slightly different? I don't know. I obviously don't know. There's a key down here. That's not the way to get onto it. Oh wait, I can hookshot. What am I doing? Can I hookshot? Eesh! What are you talking about, Davidson? What's this vote thing you're talking about? Right, I might just go through sort of normally here. What, did you do a poll? Eesh. Let's press that switch. I'm playing through Resident Evil 4 at the moment, the remake. I finished Requiem the other day. That was good. I liked Requiem. I feel like on repeat playthroughs I probably wouldn't really like Grace's parts, Grace's sections. But maybe they'd be alright. Which one of these has the B in? I always forget. That was the right one. Hello, Ajfagurfa. Thanks for coming in. That's just a compass in there, don't care about that. There's a fairy up here. Yeah, AJ, sure. Sure. Let's go with that. I haven't used my sword much, have I? I do want to avoid that still. Although I might use it on a Dolwa. Probably shouldn't use it here either. Just be Deku. Just spin at them. Do I even need to kill these? Yeah, they give me this fairy, don't they? There was a coding question I had for Scarway. I can't remember what it was. I mean, it was just about how something works in a game. Oh, I can't remember. I'm not sure, AJ, actually. No, not the way it currently is, no. It's probably just a bit too much. Maybe shorter videos, just covering a few localization differences would be the way to go for this. Just takes too long otherwise. There should be another one. There is. So maybe like a... I don't know what the number would be, it depends how many things there are, but, you know, something a bit more like, you know, 9 interesting localization differences in Wind Waker or something like that would be probably how I'd want to do it. Otherwise it's just too much of a video to make. But I might do it for other games that aren't so kind of, you know, don't have so many like interesting kind of naming conventions and jokes, and you know, maybe something where I just kind of list the like the enemy names or stuff like that would be cool. Rather than pouring through all the text boxes and stuff like that. Right. I've got all the fairies, right? Yeah. Right, I will use the sword on him. Because you can just do that, it's too easy. Right, I'm just going to go and grab a drink real quick. Back in a sec. This cutscene in particular takes me back to my early days learning Japanese. Ugh. I remember that word, nakigoe, stuck out to me for some reason. But this really takes me back. And I suppose woodfall as well. Yeah, he's easy. I allowed myself to use the sword on him. Oh. Yeah, they feel loose and free. But I think that was kind of, that was a kind of a necessity, wasn't it? Maybe for this game. Like, I think they ideally would have had more of a phasey kind of boss fight like any other Zelda game. But because of time, they just had to sort of go, have the basic attacks that the boss does, and then just allow you to hit him, or hit them, rather than flesh it out and have bits where they're properly invulnerable and stuff. I think it's just a lack of time meant the boss fights are loose and free. It's probably not what they wanted to do. That's one thing I left out. I think people probably already know this anyway, but during the intro, I can't remember what he says in English. Skull Kid says, "I wonder if he has anything good on him." And then he says, what does he say? Something like, "Huh? This guy?" Or something like, "Huh? This guy?" Something like that. Which I didn't really understand the meaning of, but I think in Japanese it's a bit clearer that he's saying that he recognizes you from before when you played him Saria's song in Ocarina of Time and all that. Right, I need to put this guy in here. Enjoy the backwash, DP. But yeah, that was missed on me at least. His saying, "Huh, this guy," was actually him saying, "Oh, it's that guy from before," is what he's kind of saying. It's like, "Huh? That guy from the woods?" And then he's just like, "Ah, well, whatever. Still rob him up," that sort of thing. I need to get the reward. How do I get to Woodfall? Do you know what? I'm already here. I'm not going to warp. Let's just... Oh. Temple Guardian. Sent to A&E by runaway child in tunic. Boo 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 boo. probably kept Skull Kid's "this guy" line ambiguous in the English version so as to not alienate new players. I don't know, I don't think that would be necessary, really. I think it's just because the Japanese was just koitsu, which is, you know, I think it's just kind of a literal translation, pretty much, I think. I don't know, man. It probably wasn't lost on anyone else. It just lost on me. I just didn't realise that what he was saying. And they say, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they had different localizers, didn't they? Yeah. What else have I got to do? I've got to do all the quests here, pretty much. I don't want to do this, man. I want to use the lily pads. I feel like, oh, do you know what? I'll just warp. Just in the intro cutscene, when opponent gets startled by the fairies and Skull Kid and all that, and causes Link to fall off her and sort of, you know, knock himself out briefly or whatever. And then Skull Kid comes in and says, "You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him." And then he goes, "Huh? This guy." And it's him recognising who Link is, basically. He recognises him from the Lost Woods, where obviously he played Saria's song for him and gave him the skull mask. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Oh, that's good. I'm glad it wasn't just me then. It's not quite... Seems it's not quite clear enough then, which is good. Well, good for me. Nothing really. It's just, I guess it's just a bit more obvious maybe in Japanese. It just made sense to me in Japanese, but not in English. I think he might say "are koitsu?" or something like that. "Are" is like just kind of a exclamation of kind of surprise, like was something, you know, you notice something that shouldn't be the way it is, or whatever, or something isn't there that should be, or vice versa, or what am I doing? And then he says, like, I think he says "Maiya" or something. It's just like, oh well, you know, whatever this, you know, what is Maiya? It's like, well, whatever, I suppose. So he's just kind of like, so he recognises you and then goes, oh, whatever. I'm still going to take your stuff, you know, like, obviously it's Majora's Mask. It's a bit weird that though, isn't it? Because it's like Skull Kid is obviously like a mixture of Majora's Mask and Skull Kid when he has Majora's Mask on, you know, because he obviously recognised Link at the start, but then was compelled to do terrible things because of the mask. Yeah, this guy, and pointed like the Fonz. Yeah, that's one way. Yeah, exactly. Huh? It's this guy, or it's that guy from, and then just kind of trail off. they kind of changed something like that. Whoops! With Tattle, when you get into Clocktown for the first time, she says that mask salesman gives me the creeps or something like that. But in Japanese she's actually saying like, he was the guy from the... and then she sort of trails off there. It's like she doesn't actually say that guy. She says like, Ano Toki no. Like that times, it's that times... and then what she doesn't say is like, it's the person from that time who, you know, who we mugged or whatever. We've got a little bit, I mean, you know, it's not significantly different. But it's a bit different. Eesh. Give me some money. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Mask wasn't in full control yet. You know what I always... I'm going to sound really stupid. I didn't pick up on the fact that they'd sort of attacked the mask salesman. In that cutscene, you know, showing that they attacked the mask salesman to steal his masks and that. I interpreted it... oh my gosh, what happened there, man? I interpreted that initially as the mask salesman was just like sleeping in the woods, and then they found him and just sort of robbed him up while he was sleeping. And I didn't correct that until a few years ago. I was like, oh, they probably knocked him out. Or maybe someone said it in a video, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. I don't remember this. I'm sure I've said this before as well, but one of the things that where I got stuck in this game was getting into the road to the swamp after you leave Clocktown. I would go out, get up to that tree where the graffiti is, watch the cutscene, and then I didn't realise for I don't know, a day or two that there was like an entrance behind it to get into the swamp. So I would go down there, see the cutscene, and then turn around and kind of try to, you know, find what I was meant to do next, basically. And then after a couple of days I was like, oh, that's an entrance. Because it doesn't really look like one, you know, it's kind of, it's like sort of, it's closed off with trees that kind of join up, you know, as they go back. So it looks a bit like a dead end in my defense, but yeah, I should have noticed. Four three again. What I mean by how the mask wasn't in full control yet, the mask is like a Tsukumogami, an inanimate object that becomes sentient being after absorbing energy from its owners over time. Huh, could be that. Yeah, he's got all this stuff in a big rucksack. Right. Need to do the spider house. Oh, I need to go and see Cafe as well. What's the cut-off point for that? It's probably written in my... I've probably got a reminder to do it in my document here anyway, so should be alright. Clear Woodfall area and quests, Mask of Truth, and then clear Snowhead and area quests. I should use this and not the sword. Actually, I need bugs. Hey? What was the problem there? What happened there? It didn't spawn a spider. What? But that's always got a spider in it. Doesn't it? They're always the same, aren't they? One on the top level. It's never been different before. What did I do wrong? Okay, that was weird. Alright. Comes out this time. What did I do? Was I stood in where it was? I stood in the spot it wanted to spawn or something? I don't know what I don't know what happened. Yeah, I agree, Pepsi Man. Yeah, they're horrible, horrible things. Is Scarwo here? What did you see that? I put a... Yeah, okay. I just got a like an error message. Didn't buy it a drink first. Didn't give it enough bugs. I need to be careful here. Makekeen Star. Interesting. Maybe. Oos. I need to get back to Anju. Actually, no I don't. So I can give her the pendant on day 3, can't I? Wait, can I? I think I can, right? I better not risk it. Do they resemble Indian lotuses? Eesh. I don't know which ones they are, I can't remember. Is it this one? No. I don't know, no, I've never really noticed anything, they just look like flowers to me. Pretty ignorant. I've missed one, haven't I? Oh, there's one in a pot, isn't there? Did I leave it behind? Yeah, these spider houses are a bit more compact than the ocarina ones, aren't they? Blah 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 blah. When I saw that Pose were back in tears, I got excited, then quickly disappointed. Well, what's wrong with them? You never fight them, do you? They're just... just collectibles. Oh, I know what I need to be careful of. Oh, it's 6. I need to do Creamia's quest. Wow, I'm way behind, apparently. I should have cleared Snowhead and done the area quests by now. Oh well, whatever. How can I be that far behind, man? Okay, so I need to go and get... This is bad, man. I need to... I need to get pendant. Maybe I don't actually. Maybe I could have done this in the other order. It's a bit late now. But I need to get pendant and then get to Cremia before she leaves. Ugh. I believe in my strengths, Tom, thanks. Ooh. Thanks, Miles. Cheers. Okay, is that it? Whoosh! Can I warp from here? I really hope so. So it's a really good job I destroyed the boulder, because otherwise I'd have to bomb hover over now. I just wouldn't have time for that. Oh no, I got this. Okay, whatever. I can... Oosh. We'll be alright, I think. We'll be alright. It's just a bit scary. Silk Road. Yeah. Just blew through the roof when I walked. Destroyed the curiosity shop. Easy. Whew. I had plenty of time there actually. I'm quite surprised. Thought it was kind of a bit close. What do you mean, Skyway? How on earth does what work? You mean the that phantom spider that I just that didn't appear just now? It's cursed. Pretty fitting for the spiders, yeah. Treat, oh, alright, Treat, oh, get us a lifted sandwich, yeah. Nice milk jugs you got there. Sorry everyone. That was bad. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Right. I'm ready. Yes. Direct from the source. What a cow's teat. I'm quite good, thanks. Lon milk. I was supposed to do the Hylian as well. The Hylian is very mundane. So it'd just be like, literally like a milk bottle that will have milk written on it. And stuff like that. It's so dull. Apart from the poster of the best one so far, I think, is probably the poster of the dog in Clocktown in 3D. Obviously, I'm talking about 3D because all of the Hylian in this game is just rubbish. It's just nonsense. But in 3D, they actually made the Hylian say things. Buy bomb shoes. I could do that. And the best one is the poster of the dog that just says, "I hate Dekus." Or Deku Kirai on it. Oh, it's only 8. Okay, for some reason I thought that protection quest took you all the way to like like 10 PM or something, which I thought might be a bit late for cafe. That's the prize for the second playthrough of this mission. What, Lon milk direct from the source. Right, so I've got to go back to Snowhead then, which is, what is it? I do that, don't I? Clear Snowhead and area quests. Get double magic. Okay. I've got to give the pendant. I've got to give the pendant on day 3. Probably gonna forget. Do I need the key from in here? As you sort of have, I should just get it. Whoops. Oh. Nice arrow drops. Oh, I can hook shot. Yeah, not close enough. Oh, it's really sensitive, man. Go on. Oh, whoa. Okay. What's going on in here? Done that. Guess I should drop down. Don't want to go in here yet. Whoops. Totally missed. Yeah, she lets Romani have some Chateau Romani on the... Yeah. Get her drunk. Yeah. Wait, I want to go out the bottom, probably. Not that it matters, I'll just drop down to the bottom out there, but... There's a fairy on this level. Bombs in there. Oh. That's alright. I can just go through that way. Right, I don't want to use the key on this door. Although I suppose it doesn't really matter. Yeah, definitely got a tolerance for the devastating things that happen in this game now, yeah. Oh, must have did it one too many. I don't even need the Zora mask. I got it out to climb onto those blocks, but I've got a hook shot. I heard apparently Koizumi used to work to Clocktown, but also did Romani's branch as well. Huh. As far as I can tell, that error sound effect plays if the soil spot thinks it's already being used. Okay. Oh, okay. That was weird. I had like 3 cutscenes lined up. Oh, really? Not so long ago, huh? It's actually, it's really good to know about the sword boy there hiding on day 3 because he's got pots in there. So it's, yeah, there could be items in there in randos. So doing randos is a good way to kind of learn all the checks in a game. What am I doing in here? Oh, is there another key in here? You think Koizumi's work has like the best quests, eh? Maybe. You think Razor Sword looks better than Gilded? I don't know, man. The Gilded Sword is gold. Can I roll around this? No. That's not... Wait, where... Okay, it doesn't matter. I can hook shot. What else am I trying to do? I think I'll just fall down onto that later. I feel like I've missed a lot of fairies. There are well, there are 3 in here actually, aren't there? Okay, that's perfect, yeah. Fool! Do I need to bomb hover over there? Might be easier to do it like that in kind of a straight line. A save state again though, because I can't afford to mess things up. Yeah, that's something I didn't notice for a long time, was the Clocktown theme changing. Like there's just some straight up kind of atonal background notes on day 3. Not gonna make it. Oh! Boosh! No! Oof, that's close. All right, got that. All right. What am I doing, man? Just go and roll. Right, where's this thing? There it is. Go! Nice. Right, quite unexpectedly, I think I'm going to clear this and then stop. It's a bit of a shame really, because it would have been good to get the whole thing done in a single stream. But I've just been invited to do something else and I want to do it. So I'll kill Goat and then I'll leave it for now. I'll probably be on tomorrow. Just to finish. It'd be nice if they're sort of equally long streams, actually. Yeah, that's what everyone did, right? Just use the Deku flower and paint, you know, just kind of sink down slowly. Yeah, horrible. Someone asked about it the other day, actually, on Reddit. And yeah, one of the comments was like, I think that just was the intended way to get that fairy. Probably the same time tomorrow, I don't know. From sort of about, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe earlier actually, but 12 PM GMT. Maybe earlier, like I might just, you know, wake up early and then just get on with it. Depends. I don't know. The error sound effects happens if all 3 bugs don't enter the hole. Okay. And what would cause that? I want to hit him while I'm airborne. One landed too far away from the soil to register. Okay. And my plans are to play other games, basically. with my brother. So, yes, they are exciting plans, in a way, I guess. Whoosh. Eesh. Nice. Painful way to go, yeah. 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 Smashing your head into a wall and then getting crushed by rocks that fell from the ceiling. Although, maybe quite instant. Right, I need to remember things tomorrow. I need to do pendant, which is actually coming up, so I shouldn't forget that. I don't know what's going on, man. Was this Smithy 2 was after Great Bay, apparently. How did I expect to do all this before Smithy 2? That's insane. I must have actually done it, because otherwise I wouldn't have made my route like this. I guess I died a few times and stuff. Went to get a Epona song and then bailed on it. So I guess I've lost a fair bit of time, but... Alright, that'll have to do. Just make a quick save here. Yeah, that's that. But yeah, should be on tomorrow in approximately, I don't know, 16 hours, maybe. Sorry, no, not 16, 20. No, yeah, 16 hours. 16 hours. Start maybe 4 hours earlier than today, but I don't know. But hopefully I'll be on. Yeah, cool. All right, thanks for coming, everyone, and yeah, hopefully catch you tomorrow.